I kind of reconciled with the fact that, okay, I'm going to be in pain for the rest of my life. There's very little I'm going to be able to do about it until I started using cannabis. I have endometriosis, and so, what happens is it tends to be like a whole body disease. It causes inflammatory responses in my whole body. And so in addition to severe chronic pain, I suffer with fatigue, with chronic nausea, with a whole slew of other complications that were only made worse by the medications I was prescribed for it. It's hard to go to doctors over and over and over again and either hear, I don't believe you, you're fine, which I got for years. I was told nothing's wrong with me until I had surgery and they realized my organs are glued together, or sorry, there's nothing else we can do, I can up your dose. Nothing helped the pain. It only made my nausea worse. It destroyed my GI system. It was just like a disaster from top to bottom. And then comes cannabis, and it would have saved me from, honestly, years of damage on my body, on my nervous system, my mental health. The first time I used, THC, I was actually in New York on vacation, which was monumental in and of itself because I was never healthy enough to travel. And a friend of mine had a vape and I was not feeling well. And she's like, well, you use CBD, you work for a cannabis company, why don't you try it? The difference was so drastic and it was so instant that I was pissed off. I was so mad. It's infuriating because, one, this has been a solution my entire life that I have not had access to. But also there's so many people around the country, but around the world too, that don't have access to this, who live in states that prevent you from even accessing medical cannabis, from even accessing CBD. And so that's just like, we're depriving people of this insane and drastic improvement to their quality of life. Even though I started using it for my pain and my nausea, it helped with everything else. It helped with my muscle problems, it helped with my mental health, it helped with my anxiety, it helped with the complex PTSD I have because I have 10 years of untreated medical trauma. Like, there's so much that cannabis is capable of, and it's honestly devastating that it's not being utilized in our, modern day medical system. The wonderful thing about cannabis is that it has such a kind of universal benefit because of its anti-inflammatory properties. It helps so many people in so many ways they don't even know. And so I just really I'm really grateful for my position in being able to increase the accessibility of cannabis, to make sure it gets into people's hands and that people can always have access to their medicine. They can always afford their medicine because at the end of the day, that's what it is. Cannabis is medicine and it should be treated as such.